We are about to take a runway journey through the 20th century as Pima Community College fashion students show off just some of their looks from their annual spring fashion show. Katharina Brunner and Patricia Furair are here to tell us more about the styles. And there's actually something a little bit special about this year's show, but we're going to tell them that in a moment.
Okay.
Ladies, thank you so much for coming first.
Thank you, Tina.
The models look amazing. I can't wait to show them off.
Right.
Tell me a little bit, though, just about the program in general.
The program has been at Pima for over 25 years, and we are growing every year. That is very exciting. We have now a direct path with ASU. And our students are being educated on clothing construction, history of fashion, fashion event planning. They have fashion drawing, they have flat pattern making. So they are getting a really rounded education on fashion. So, and they can go on many paths as well.
And I'm sure some people didn't even know there were so many paths or so many things they could get interested in. So I'm so glad you guys are bringing that as an option.
Absolutely. They can go into actual fashion designing, flat pattern making. They can do fashion show and event production, design and drawing. So there are many paths that they can go on.
Is there kind of a theme? I kind of mentioned a little bit off the top the theme for this show.
Yes. So this year's show is going to be all about taking us on a journey through the 20th century. You know how kind of like the fashion repeats a little bit? So that's what we're doing. So all the garments are going to be inspired in the 20th century with a little modern twist.
Modern twist. And so who actually puts on the show? Who produces it?
So I teach a fashion show and event planning class, and we are putting it together with my students.
Oh, I love that.
And of course, we have the support of the entire program.
Yes. And I did say there was something a little bit different about this spring show. Tell me what that difference is.
Okay, so we are very excited because this is actually the very first year that we are showcasing student brands, and that means these are students that have already graduated, are already in the market, are creating their own collections, and are selling. So that is very exciting, and it is, as I said, the very first year that we do that.
So these are actually looks that maybe I could get and I can wear tomorrow if I want?
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm already got my checkbook ready, you guys. I'm loving this. Patricia, kind of tell me about the program and what it's done for you.
Well, if it wasn't for the program, I don't think I would have come up with my my product. I have my products focus on sun protection. I'm a dermatology physician assistant by training, and I see a lot of skin cancers. So my garments are all based around protecting the skin from the sun to preserve your skin and prevent sun damage.
What a different take or a different idea on where you come from and putting that into your wonderful fashions. And I know we're going to see actually one of your fashions coming up and being a part of this. Was that kind of the training and everything that you got through the program? How did it help with your brand? How did it kind of launch you to that next level?
Well, the fashion design department really teaches you basically the science of sewing, the science and engineering of sewing. Like she said, you know, you learn so much, you know, the sewing, the pattern making, the design, putting it all together. You can make a garment, but do you make the garment fit well? So their resources are pretty extensive as well. I mean, you have the instructor resources who they have decades of experience in the field. And then also you have the community college resources. They have access to databases that you can get inspired from. You go to their databases, you look at things, you get inspired. So they're actually allowing me to expand my line, come up with more designs, and I hope to continue to offer more products on my website.
Well, I'm really excited to actually see what you're talking about. Is our first model wearing your look?
Yes, yes. Gina
Come
Marie.
on out. Tell me more about this.
This is a sun shrug, and the unique element about my products are that they're lightweight clothing, they're supposed to be practical and cool, and they have the component of the cover of the hand. And when you turn the hand over, like Gina Marie has just done, the palm stays free and it's available to, or it's able to sweat and release heat naturally. So you're able to participate in any outdoor activity, but yet stay protected. So my product is so people can stay cool and stay protected while they're playing outside.
And look amazing. That was beautiful. Thank you so much. Let's have our next model come out.
Okay, our next model is Nikolai, and he's wearing a garment designed by Sophia Robbins, which is, who is a current student at the program. She did something Irish inspired. It's a leather quilt, and it has kind of like a modern punk rock inspiration as well.
I love this. And so like you said, this is a current student look. So we've
yes.
got a little bit of the mix. Thank you so much. And let's have our next model come out.
And this is Colleen. And Colleen is wearing a cumulative design. And Cumulative is a lifestyle brand. So they're creating a lot of, they can create blankets, t-shirts with the shape of, the pocket can be a shape of Arizona. They're doing also blankets. So it's basically a lifestyle. It is very inspired in the Southwest as well. The fabrics also are have that inspiration.
Well, that was great. And we have our first.
And this is Evelyn.
Perfect.
And Evelyn is wearing a Chaos in Denim design. Chaos in Denim is all about self-expression and being original. So all of these denim jackets are upcycled, and they transform. Yeah, they transform them into these original pieces.
I love that. Our next model.
Now we have Alberto, and Alberto is wearing a Nami Iranshashi design. The beauty of this brand is that Nami is from Iran, so he's using all his inspiration in his culture. On top of that, Nami is a poker player, a professional poker player, so he is targeting that kind of demographic as well.
Interesting. It's so interesting to hear kind of like the backgrounds, like we were talking with you, and how the culture and his interest have all kind of come together in the fashion.
And everybody's completely different. They're all going in the same direction in a way, but also using their own take on fashion design.
I love that. I think we have one more model.
Yes, we have Kaya, and Kaya is actually the designer as well. This is for Rags, and Rags is a brand that also does upcycling. And they create garments from upcycled clothing.
Upcycling is really hot right now.
It's a thing.
Yes, it absolutely is. I have a black tie event on Friday. I could just throw this on and be ready to go.
Yes, you could.
This looks beautiful. Thank you to all of our models. One more time, will you let everybody know they can all come and experience this, right?
Yes, absolutely. So the show is this Friday at 7 p.m. at the Proscenium Theater, West Campus, Pima Community College. We start at 7 p.m. We're excited to have everybody there.
And everyone will be able to see this is just a tip of the iceberg of the fashions that will be there. You guys, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for sharing your experience.
Thank you.
And
models,
you
look amazing. Now, a runway journey through the 20th century is this Friday at 7 p.m., like we were just saying, at the West Campus at Pima Community College's Proscenium Theater. To learn more, though, if you guys want information, give them a call at 206-6986.